It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Scooters Coffee. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to your Wednesday morning. Temperature is so much warmer this morning than what we experienced the last couple. We have temps in the mid 50s early on, even warmer up in central Missouri. We have some low 60s out there early today. So enjoy the warmth. I've got a big cool down in this forecast. So this warm weather will not be sticking around too much longer. High temperature today on this Wednesday, we are heading to 80 degrees. It is going to be one of the warmest of the work week forecast, and it's also going to be kind of breezy. So let's jump right into it, shall we? Warm and windy in the headlines for today's forecast. I have a southwest breeze in the forecast that could be gusting over 30 miles an hour today. I think wind gusts will be even stronger tomorrow, so it's something to keep in mind as we head into the next couple of days. I expect that we see temperatures that are going to be climbing into the low 80s today, and they're going to crash down by the weekend. I mentioned the winds. Today we're gusting to 30. I think tomorrow, Thursday, we could see some wind gusts near 40 miles an hour. It's going to be incredibly warm and windy across the region. So just hold on to your hat. If you have any outdoor plans or you are hoping to take advantage of the warmer temperatures this week, the trade-off here is the wind. So if you're doing a painting project or something like that, I mean, with leaves blowing around and the wind, it could be kind of bothersome. So something to keep in mind for sure. That holds true both today and tomorrow. There is this small rain chance in the forecast. I've been watching the radar, a little bit of rain activity up in central Missouri. What happened overnight, and one of the reasons we're so warm this morning, is that a cold front's been lifting north through the area, landing up in central Missouri. So there may be a few showers along that frontal boundary before lunch today. Otherwise, we're staying dry in the forecast today, and I do have more sunshine to greet us. Better rain chances this week. They are going to be with us late tomorrow night into early Friday. The best chance for rain is going to be Thursday night into Friday morning. I got to tell you, the rain chances are looking more and more limited as days go on and models get a better handle on how this is going to play out. It's not going to be this big, huge soaking rain that comes through, but the best chance for rain and a few thunderstorms happens late tomorrow night into early Friday. Chance for precip today. I told you it's going to be our northern counties, central Missouri areas north of Highway 54, and it's only about a 10 to 20% chance in those regions. Rain chance gets better Thursday night. This is going to be a widespread area, and this is when a cold front is going to be pushing through the area. So I expect we have the best chance for rain and storms to move through then. We'll hold on to some lingering showers, perhaps a rumble of thunder or two, mainly east of Highway 65 on Friday morning. And then those showers will come to an end in the afternoon on Friday. And what we're going to be left with for the weekend is a huge cool down behind that cold front. We have a very chilly weekend in store for you with the northwest wind that's going to be gusty. So not only are we talking windy conditions today and tomorrow, we've got strong winds in the forecast for the weekend too. They're warm winds out of the southwest today and tomorrow. They're cold winds out of the northwest by the time we get to Saturday and Sunday. So that's going to be ushering in some of the cooler temperatures, and you'll see that reflected in my extended forecast. High temperature today, right around 80 degrees. We're close to 80 on Thursday as well with that strong south wind. Even stronger tomorrow. I have gusts to 40 on Thursday, so maybe a concern. The direction there is going to be out of the south. Drivers, make sure you're just holding on to the steering wheel a little bit tighter on Thursday. By Thursday night, we see that frontal boundary approach. We get rain and storms in the forecast. Friday morning, temperatures are pretty mild, but temps start to drop then on Friday, and we land in the 50s for highs by Saturday. That'll come with a northwest wind at about 25-mile-an-hour gusts. So it's not going to feel too nice on Saturday afternoon. Definitely feeling more like fall, and the cooler temperatures will be here for sure. Around the country, making headlines in the next couple of days is going to be accumulating snowfall. It's on the way for the Rockies, central and northern Rockies, expecting some of the first flakes of the season. Not unusual for them. This is not early. However, it will be the first one of the season. So maybe those folks are looking forward to that. Definitely a good start for the ski season with the first accumulating snow beginning in October. We've got heavy rain in the forecast from the Gulf Coast through portions of Alabama and Georgia. That's going to be taking place through Thursday. And it's the same weather system that's bringing us the big dip in temperatures. Also, a headline for us in the Ozarks, the fall foliage forecast leaves are looking pretty good already. However, I think we see peak in about 2 weeks. It's kind of right on par with where we typically are. It's almost always right around Halloween time that we get the best fall color. So if you're planning family photos or something like that, you know, 2, 3 weeks, and then the leaves are going to start getting brown and not as pretty. We'll start losing a bunch of them as we head into the first week of November. So maybe something to keep in mind as you're planning out your next couple of weekends. All right, here is the wake up weather brain twister question this morning, brought to you by Scooters Coffee. Your chance to win $20 to Scooters every single weekday on Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. Here's the question that I left you with yesterday. The lawsuit between Christopher Columbus's heirs and the Spanish monarchy lasted about how many years? And the options that I gave you were A, 50 years, B, 100 years, C, 200 years, or D, 300 years. If you entered your guess and you went big, 300 years, you would be correct. It's almost hard to even imagine that. But Christopher Columbus's heirs sued the Spanish crown, claiming that Columbus was deprived of his profits. That was the agreement before he set out to the New World. The lawsuits did not end until almost 300 years after Columbus first set sail. So the distant heirs probably would have been pretty happy with that. However, they were so far removed at that point that I'm not sure they even knew the details. 300 years later, that's how long it took to settle that dispute. All right, here is your wake up weather brain twister question for tomorrow morning. Your chance to win $20 on average. How many pounds of candy does each American get from trick or treating? Do you think it is A, 2 pounds, B, 3 pounds, C, 4 pounds, D, 5 pounds? On average, how many pounds of candy does each American get from trick or treating? That's the question that I have for you this morning. I'll have the answer early tomorrow morning. And if you have a guess, make sure you log on aroundtheozarks.com. Submit your guess. It is free to do so. And all you have to do is win a chance at a $20 Scooters gift card. All correct answers will be entered into a pool. So you can't make a bad decision here. Take a stab at it. You might win. We will let you know if you do. Head on over to the website to check that out. You can also find up-to-the-date weather information there. And if you have a weather question that you want answered, feel free to email me, Abby at aroundtheozarks.com. I'd be happy to chat with you or forecast for your upcoming event. Just let me know. Thanks for listening this morning on Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. I will talk to you early tomorrow morning.